Hello everyone and welcome to today's webinar. My name is Karthik and I am a part of CodeGround. So in today's session we are going to talk about the recruitment of software developers. The focus of this webinar will be to create a comprehensive end-to-end guide on recruiting and retaining software developers, keeping today's trends in mind. We will be understanding the role of a software developer and what engages them the most in that role. We will also discuss the challenges that recruiters face in hiring for this role and in retaining the developers that they hire. This webinar will hopefully help in getting and keeping the best tech talent in your firm. If there are any questions, then you have the option to type in. You can also get in touch with us after the webinar and we will be happy to cover anything that hasn't been talked about today. We will try to keep the session under 30 minutes, so let's jump right in. On the agenda today is a discussion on the best techniques to hiring software developers. With this, we will discuss the best ways to engage a software developer, the most effective methods of recruiting them, followed by some cost-effective ways of retaining these employees. It's no secret that today recruiting software developers comes with its own set of unique challenges. Now couple these with the erratic economic and industrial changes and what we end up with is recruiters, mostly non-developers having to learn to navigate totally new landscapes each year. Let us begin by discussing what engages a software developer. Training. This is the most important aspect in order to ditch the old and get with the times. Make sure the staff has ample opportunity to be trained properly so that they can perform at their full potential. Recognition. This acts as the best motivator. Software engineers are often introverts and prefer private rather than public recognition, and might especially appreciate peer recognition for an outstanding piece of creative code. Opportunities. Having events that encourage software engineers to have fun and experiment is a great way to offer up more autonomy and capitalize on the creativity and ingenuity of your staff members. Simplify. Software engineers likes to get things done, but oftentimes the tools required to get the work done are slow, cumbersome, or don't integrate well. Therefore, look for the ways to streamline your processes and simplify your tools. Now let's talk about some of the challenges faced by recruiters while hiring software developers. The saturated marketplace. The number of available positions as a software developer is significantly large. Recruiters will have to put an extra effort into attracting the right candidate to apply. IT agencies. To add to the problem mentioned above, there are a huge number of IT agencies who specialize in recruiting for tech roles. This just adds to the competition and makes retention difficult. Misunderstanding. There is often a lack of understanding between recruiters and the candidates applying for the technical roles. If the recruiter has no technical background knowledge, they could possibly be hiring the wrong candidate. Wrong questions. Asking complicated technical questions may seem like the best way to determine if a tech candidate is truly qualified, but in some cases, that is where the knowledge of the candidate could stop. At times, an ideal candidate is hired when it comes to solving problems with practical solutions. They fall short. Changing positions. Quality tech professionals moving to consulting to pursue niche career interests, work from home, make extra money, and numerous other reasons. Low retention. The economy is hot, and this is a good thing unless you are trying to hire and retain good talent. To add to this, today's economy is growing, unemployment rates are dropping, and job opportunities are increasing, making it easier for people to move on if needed. Now let's discuss some helpful solutions for recruiters to make the hiring process as smooth as possible. Extra time and effort must be invested in the recruitment of software developers. This means more time taken by recruiters in understanding different tech roles, technical departments, and even technical language. In order to screen effectively, this understanding between the recruiter and what they are looking for in a potential candidate is absolutely imperative. You, as a recruiter, should make sure to ask questions that can enable the candidate to portray their practical skills. To top things off and make the process as hassle-free as possible, we suggest using online recruitment tools such as CodeGround. This online recruiting platform will help you to screen candidates for the right roles in a time-effective manner. So let's try and understand why it's so hard to keep software developers on board. Why do they want to leave? Understanding the concept, money is not everything. Since developers don't just look for the highest paying jobs, it's a good idea to offer non-monetary perks. But the best software developers are looking for an opportunity to be exposed to new hardware, software, and any new tech they can get their hands on. Don't let a developer get bored or too comfortable. The thing that drives software developers is picking up new skills and proving themselves on a bigger and bigger scale. Comfort may as well be the kiss of death. Lack of up to date technologies. Yeah, it seems very obvious, but engineers thrive on teams that foster open mentalities on the use of new technologies. Sometimes, poor long standing technology stacks is the most significant and quickest way to lose talent. Engineers are not necessarily chasing companies that use the newest technologies, but they are looking to leave companies that have closed mindsets. Realizing mistaken expectations. If your employee is going to be developing HTML templates for the first 3 months, say that. Don't hide it. Many times, as human beings, we wait until it's too late to talk about being unhappy with our job. Instead, what engineers decide is to jump ship and find something new where they can ditch the unwanted parts of their current role. You want to keep your new hirings on as long as possible, but you know that there is a serious problem with keeping software developers on and keeping them satisfied in their workplace. Here are some tips on how to retain your top tech talent. Give your developers room to grow. This means that employers should not only make professional development available, but also encourage it. This includes reimbursement for training and certification and trips to seminar and trade events. Give them the best toys. Developers love latest version of anything. Having the latest and greatest tools to play with isn't only fun and interesting, but also gives developer bragging rights with their peers and keeps them current in fast changing technical world. Knowing your landscape. It basically means understanding which perks and opportunities your competition offers. It allows you to see how your company compares regarding pay, benefits, and culture. Flexible work hours. In today's generation, work done is more important than coming on time. If them coming in a little late is frowned upon, then it will leave the employees less enthusiastic to work. A shorter work week on those not so hectic times that occasional paid vacations etc. can be a huge bonus. Physical comfort. The physical comfort of employees can affect their production levels. If desks, lighting, chairs, etc. are adjusted properly, developers' productivity levels improved and they seemed more content. By taking these points and tips into consideration, you will make your tech recruitment process so much more simple. Hiring software developers is a task that requires a little more attention than hiring for another role. This is especially true when the recruiter has no technical background or experience. Use this guide to acquiring the best tech talent for your firm and stay ahead of the game. We hope that you found this webinar useful. Thank you for watching and please like, comment, share and subscribe to CodeGround on YouTube. Have a great day.